So let me give you 3 reasons why Brian Setzer rules. Number 1, the 80s rockabilly revival. The Stray Cats pretty much independently revived rockabilly music and brought it back into the mainstream from almost complete obscurity. Rockabilly was suddenly cool again, and the Stray Cats were in heavy rotation on MTV. Back when they used to play music videos. Their music was in stark contrast to the synth-driven pop music of the day, but sounded right at home blasting from our TV speakers. And with his hip fashion sense, killer pompadour, and amazing Gretsch guitars, well, let's put it this way. The band was the Stray Cats, but the strayest of all the cats was Brian. Number 2, the Brian Setzer Orchestra. Even older than the original rockabilly music that the Stray Cats revived, belonging to guys like Carl Perkins, Elvis, Gene Vincent and his Blue Caps, Eddie Cochran, Chet Atkins, and Duane Eddy, was big band music. Benny Goodman, Glenn Miller, Duke Ellington, Count Basie, these large orchestral swinging ensembles were all the rage in the mid-30s through the late 40s. But in 1992, not so much. But Brian had a vision, and it paid off big. The Brian Setzer Orchestra not only revived the swing music era, but also started a whole new movement of swing bands. And all of a sudden, the airwaves were once again alive with the sounds of big band swing music. The Brian Setzer Orchestra live Christmas albums are huge seasonal favorites, and people still love catching the BSO Christmas shows live. And these shows always sell out. And number 3, the Gretsch Connection. First bought when he was 17 years old, Setzer scored his 59/60 6120, unique for its 59 and 60 model attributes, for $100. But it came with a catch. The electronics were in a shoebox, so a fair bit of assembly was required. It had matchbooks under the pickups to elevate them to rock and roll level, and drilled out Monopoly dice for control knobs. Since then, it's come back and forth. It's been stolen, it's been left in taxi cabs, lost on airplanes. It's been left places, and it's always made its way back to me every time, Setzer tells us. And even though we all know that the 6120 model was originally designed for Mr. Chet Atkins, I'd venture to say that players these days who see the unmistakable Gretsch orange are thinking Brian Setzer. He's definitely been the longest running and the biggest ambassador for the Gretsch brand. And he's taken Gretsch guitars into genres as diverse as surf, jazz, blues, swing, and even punk rock. He's kept the Gretsch brand cool for decades. And with a slew of signature models to his credit, that won't likely change anytime soon. Brian embodies everything that makes a great guitar player. Virtuosic guitar skills, an incredible catalog of killer music, and great vintage gear. Plus, a legendary guitar with a cool story, a la guys like SRV, Roy Buchanan, Malcolm Young, Brian May, and Neil Young. He's also been the gateway for many of us to go back in time and explore some of the early rockabilly pioneers. And although I've never met him, he definitely seems like he'd be a cool guy to hang out with. And at 66 years old, he's still as cool as ever. As some of you may know, Brian has had some health challenges in the recent past, but I, for one, hope that he can overcome these issues and get back out there to continue to make great music and provide us all with some killer live performances. The Stray Cats tour is scheduled to stop in my area this August, and I have every intention of being at one of those shows. All right, so comment below and let me know if you agree, disagree, or if you want to add some more reasons why you think Brian Setzer rules. Comment below.